Welcome to the Wisdom for Life podcast with David Baker. David was a former paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne Division and for over 30 years has been a preacher. He has written 5 books and is an Amazon #1 best-selling author. He is the chaplain at the county jail, pastors a church, and is the father of 11 children. Yes, 11. This podcast is here to give you wisdom for your family, your marriage, your children, your finances, your health, and your life. And now, the host of Wisdom of Life podcast, David Baker.
Hello and welcome. My name is David Baker. Welcome to the Wisdom for Life podcast. We're glad that you're here. Have a full episode for you today. Things I like and love and joke and all the rest of it. So we're going to jump in. This is the Wisdom for Life. We want to give you wisdom for your life, your family, your children, your marriage, your finances, your health, our country, and all the rest. Wisdom is knowing what to do and having the power to do it. What a great thing to know. Wisdom is the right exercise and use of knowledge. A lot of people know stuff, but they don't know how to use that stuff. Okay, it doesn't work out well. All right, today, by the way, if you have a question, email us, askpastorbaker@gmail.com, and give us a good review. You can find us on YouTube, Wisdom for Life podcast, and Rumble the same if you want to watch a video, and then Facebook, David Mark Baker. So the lesson for today is, why are you here? Why are you here? Do you know? Like, not why are you here at the podcast, but why are you here on this earth? All right. So, but first we're going to get some other things. So I want to teach you something, learn you something. Did you know? What's the official bird of Redondo Beach, California? Do you know? The official bird of Redondo Beach. Okay, you ready? Here it is. The Goodyear blimp. All right, the Goodyear blimp is the official bird. True, serious. 1983, the coastal city made the Goodyear blimp their official city bird in anticipation of the 1984 Summer Olympics. They even presented a plaque to a team from Goodyear Airship Operations to help celebrate the decision. Okay, so here's a good trivia one to ask somebody. What is the official bird of Redondo Beach, California? Okay. All right. The joke. This is not that funny, is it? It's sort of cute. Here we go. It won't end the way you think. Baby bear goes downstairs and sits in a small chair at the table. He looks into his small bowl. It's empty. Who's been eating my porridge? He squeaks. Papa bear arrives at the big table and sits down in the big chair. He looks into his big bowl and it's empty. Who's been eating my porridge? He roars. Mama bear puts her head through the serving hatch of the kitchen and yells, for Pete's sake, how many times do we have to go through this? It's Mama bear who got up first. It's Mama bear who woke everybody up in the house. It's Mama bear who made the coffee. It's Mama bear who unloaded the dishwasher from last night and put everything away. It's Mama bear who went out in the cold early morning air to fetch a newspaper. It's Mama bear who set the table. It's Mama bear who put the cat out. It's Mama bear who cleaned the litter box and filled the cat's water and food dish. And now you decided to drag yourself downstairs and grace Mama Bear's kitchen with your grumpy presence. Listen, good, because I'm only going to say this one more time. I haven't made the porridge yet. Okay, so that joke's for mom. Moms can definitely relate to that. So it's moms that have to do everything, except when men make dinner, meaning we fired up the grill, burnt some meat and brought it in and think we made supper. Okay. All right, things I love. Man, I really like a smartphone, okay? I really like a smartphone. It is amazing the things that a phone has replaced. To be able to go with you 24/7 and have access to a phone, to be able to call no matter what you need, whatever's going on, that's amazing. To have a camera with you, that easy, that clear, to take a video or a picture. How many times do we say, oh, I wish I had a camera, and we have one with us? Dictation, I used to do a lot of dictation on a little dictation machine. And with the micro cassettes, and boy, I've got that on my phone, and I just hit and email it to secretary to type it. Maps, boy, to know where you are all the time and know how to get to anywhere, incredible. Calculator, remember in school, 3rd grade, you can't use a calculator. What do you think, you're going to carry a calculator around with you for the rest of your life? Yes, we do. The weather, to know what the weather is doing anytime, pull it up and see an overhead satellite photo right now of what's going on. Incredible. To Google anything, any question you have, to figure a mortgage up and turn on a mortgage calculator and to know what the payment would be on a house. Looking for a house. Someone sent me today and another one yesterday. Hey, what do you think about this house for someone who's trying to buy? Be able to text anyone, email anyone, anyone. Social media, boy, I get to connect with friends from grade school, from high school, grade school in Tennessee, high school in Iowa, connect with guys in the Army all over the country, from college, church people. Wow. News, to be able to find any news that you want, not just at 5:30 from one source, to have the Bible on your phone, to have Bible dictionary on your phone, to have audio Bible on your phone. Amazing. Photos to pull up of anything, video camera coverage. I can pull up and look at the video cameras in my house to see what's going on when I'm not there. Amazing. So I've got access to my sermons. Every sermon I've preached typed up for 30 years on my phone, ready to go. Shopping from my phone, for guys, that's awesome. I shopped for something the other day and it said it will be here tonight. I bought it like in the mid-morning, and it said it will be delivered that evening. Incredible. Wow. All from a phone. Banking, paying bills, mapping to, I know where my wife and my kids are all the time. I can pull it up and they can see where I'm at. So things I really like, man, I really, really like a smartphone. All right. Things I hate. A smartphone. Isn't that the way we are? Man, we really love this and then really hate the same thing. And boy, it's so distracting and you can't connect with people. And everybody's on their phones and don't have people skills anymore. It's amazing. So in so many things, there's the good and the bad. Try to minimize the bad and accentuate the good that comes with it. There are some great things that we have. All right, quote of the week. Now, the people that made these quotes, I'm not saying I'm for them and know them and promoting them. The quote is good. A lot of times the quote really wasn't even theirs. They heard it through the road from somebody else. They became famous because they said it. So don't think, oh, he quoted so-and-so. He's for, no, the quote's good. And I think we can learn from everyone. Okay. So Babe Ruth said, never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Pretty good. Babe Ruth, never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. How many people do not even play the game very well of life because they live in fear? All right, Bible trivia question last week was a place called Zion in the city of David. Of course, was Jerusalem. Pretty easy one. And this one, not too tough. Who took Judas Iscariot's place as a disciple? Who took Judas Iscariot's place as a disciple? Okay. All right, so get into the main lesson. Why are you here? Why are you here on this earth? Do you know? Do you know what your purpose is? Do you know why you're here? So many people don't. I hear people say all the time, man, I was put on this earth to play baseball. Really? Really, that's it? That's why God put you here, to play baseball? No, I don't think so. I was created to play football. No, sorry, that's not it. That's not your purpose. That's not why you were here. You were not created to play football. You were created by God, by Him, and for Him. Okay? That's how we were created. We're created by Him and for Him. It is not, we're not here for us. We're not here for us. We are here for God. And so many times we don't think that. We don't understand and see that God created us and there's a purpose for Him. Colossians 1:16, for by Him were all things created that are in heaven, that are in the earth, visible and invisible, whether it be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by Him and for Him. You and I were created for God. We're created for God. Do you understand that? So why does God have you here? Oh, no. Really? Why are you here? Oh, no. Don't you think it'd be a good idea to find out? Okay. Christians, we say, should be. They're the only people who know where they came from. They know where they're going, and they know why they're here. Do you? Do you know that? Christians, we know where we came from. God created us. We know where we're going. Heaven, eternity. And why are we here? We're here to serve God. Ephesians 2:8-9 says, for by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is a gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. There we go. We're not saved because of our good works. It has nothing to do with it. But keep reading. The very next verse says, for we are His workmanship. So we don't get to heaven by good works, but we are for we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which God hath before ordained that we should walk in them. Do you understand? Listen carefully. Whoever is on here, whoever is listening, you were created by God for Him. You are his workmanship, and he created you to do good works, not to do good works to be saved. No, we're saved by grace through faith. But after we are saved, we are created to do good works. And God hath before ordained that we should do them. Okay? Why are you here? What's your purpose? Oh, no. Then let's find out. Let's find out. We'll talk about how to find out in a minute. Okay? 1 Corinthians 6:20, for ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's. Ye 1 Corinthians 7:23, ye are bought with a price. Be not ye the servants of men. Listen, you're not your own. You're bought with a price. You're bought with a price. Jesus bought you with his blood. Wait, we're sinners. We deserve hell. That's our penalty. That's our life. Jesus came, lived, never sinned, died, buried, rose again to pay for our sin, and he bought us. He owns us. We're his workmanship. We're created by him and then redeemed back by him when he died on the cross for us. And now we are supposed to serve God. We're to glorify God in our body and our spirit, which are God's. When I was a teenager, I used to tell my mom and dad, look, it's my life. Look, if you want to live a boring, miserable life, you can, but I don't want to live a boring, miserable life. I want to enjoy life and have fun. Yeah, there's some fun, but then the crash and the heartache and the consequences aren't good. But I was wrong. It wasn't my life. I still remember first time I was in church and I heard this preacher ranting and railing and screaming, it's not your life. What? That was my philosophy. That was the first YOLO. You only live once. I'm sure people said it before me, but that's what I said. I only live once. I'm going to live it up. I'm going to enjoy life. I'm going to do all the things that are going to make me happy. And then I found out it's not my life. Jesus bought it. So I'm supposed to glorify God in my body. What's your purpose? Why are you here? Listen carefully. You're not an accident. Even if you were to your parents, okay? Like, we weren't expecting him. You were expected by God. God planned for you to be here. God put you here. And God has a purpose for you in your life. You're not an accident. You're not an You're not a God look down and say, oh man, what am I going to do with him? You're not that. God has a plan. Do you know what it is? How do I find out? Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. In all the ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Do you understand you cannot find God's will if you have your own will? Well, I want to do and I want to be. Okay, you can have that, but you'll not find God's will that way. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. In all the ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Every person needs to go to God and say, God, my will, my life, what I want, it doesn't matter. Not my will, but thine be done. God, I am done with what I want to do. Show me what you want me to do. I'll do it. Most people, honestly, God can't give them the plan because it would have hard times in the plan, and they are not willing to go through that. What we want is, all right, God, show me the best, awesome things you have for me and put me right there. And God can't do that. He can't do that. Today I went to the jail and taught a class. And to get to the room that I had to go into, I had to go through 1 door, 2 doors, 3 doors, 4 doors, 5 doors. I had to go through 5 doors to get to the room that I wanted to go through. I couldn't just jump right from outside into that one room. I had to go through this door and this door and this door and this door in order to get there. The same way with God. God has a plan for you. But many people aren't willing to go through that first door or that second door. Or you go through that first or second door, you're like, forget this, I'm not doing that. And we jump out. And we never get to that perfect will of God because of the problems. I love the story of Joseph. As a kid, David, Goliath, that was my favorite story. My name was David, of course. The older I get, I think Joseph is my favorite story in the Bible. God gave him a dream as a young man. Wow, I'm going to be a great man and everyone's going to bow down to me. And he told everybody his dream. Brother's jealous, didn't like him, almost killed him. Sold him to slavery. Then his boss's wife lied about him, and he got put in prison. And then his friends forgot him, and he got left in prison. And one day God said, okay, you're done. They brought him out and made him governor of the whole country of Egypt. Incredible. Fulfilled all those dreams. 13-year period. What happened? At 17, was Joseph ready to go run a country? Did he have the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding to do that? Absolutely not. God had to teach him. So He did it through some hard knocks. Brothers almost killed you, sold to slavery. That'd be tough. But he learned for Potiphar how to run a small business. He became in charge of the whole house. He learned the knowledge how to run a small business and ran it great. Then he got lied about and went to prison. So this is Pharaoh's prison. This is tens of thousands of prisoners in here. This is a big business. And today, America, running jails and prisons is big business. And Joseph got to learn how to run a big business. And then one more time he got hurt by his friends. So first he was hurt by his family. Then he was hurt by his boss. Then he was hurt by his friends. And after all that, God said, okay, you're ready, and brought him out and made him governor. Honestly, how many people would have went through all of that to get where God wanted them to be? To be honest, most wouldn't. Most wouldn't. They jump in door number 1 or door number 2, like, forget this, I'm not doing it. And they never find what God has. God has big plans for people, but so many times God can't let them see it because they wouldn't be willing to go through that. Hey, why don't you do what Joseph, get a dream from God. Why don't you go to God and say, all right, God, let me have your mind. What do you want to do with me? How do you want to use me? God will take everything you've been through, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and God will put all that together so you could do something really big and really great for God. What does God have for you? Why are you here? Don't in your mind say, I don't know. You say, I'm going to find out. I might not know right now, but I'm going to find out why I'm here. Why did God put me here? What does God want me to do? And you live your life that way. And wow, talk about the best life you could ever have. That's what God has for you. God is looking for people he can use in a big way that are willing to go through the training in order to get there. I hope that you will. All right. Hey, be kind to everyone because everyone's having a tough time. And until next time, get wisdom for your life. It is the principal thing. God bless you.
Thank you for listening to the Wisdom for Life podcast. If you have any questions for us, email us at askpastorbaker@gmail.com, and we will answer them in an upcoming podcast. The email is askpastorbaker@gmail.com.